Time for what I feel like is the most important segment of the day. These are your big stories.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
A financial planner studied wealthy people and what they do on a daily basis during the week. And basically, the conclusion they've come to is what multimillionaires all have in common. Most wake up when it's still dark outside. A majority worked out in the morning. They built relationships constantly. They spent several hours on the phone discussing various ventures each week. They had multiple goals that they constantly talked about or had written somewhere. And they talked to a parent or a mentor at least once or twice a week. And lastly, almost all of them had a therapist. So that is from CNN. Those were the factors that once they looked at all of them, they noticed that those were the most common things. They're not saying you have to do any of those, but if you were to go, all right, what's the little Venn diagram of the circles where they all kind of match? It's those things right there. Now, Lunchbox, I know that you are just dying to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
It'd be your dream.
I feel like I do a lot of these already.
Which ones?
I wake up before the sun comes up. Boom.
Yeah,
For the
job.
show, yeah.
I work out before in the morning. I ride my bike to work. Boom.
Does that count to save the gas money?
That's his transportation, though. It's not a workout.
I mean, is my heart pumping?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I talked to a mentor that has business advice.
Who's that?
You.
Every morning.
Every morning.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Every single morning.
Okay, go ahead.
I talk to my parents almost every single day.
Oh, every day I hear him.
I mean, that is pretty good.
All
Talking
right,
about
you're one step away, buddy. Do
different ventures. So, I mean, I'm almost there.
you have a therapist?
No.
Eddie does, though.
I do.
Eddie
Hey,
is-
I can get you in contact with my therapist. He's really cool.
I don't think I need one.
Better help.
Better
I mean,
help.
I'm doing
do.
pretty good on my own.
How is that going, by the way?
It's doing great, man. It's really good. I met with him yesterday.
They turn you into a millionaire?
No.
That's not what he's looking for.
No.
Oh.
We're dealing with other things first.
So, do you do video?
Yeah, it's a video chat. We do it on Mondays or Tuesdays, whichever one's easier, and it's about an hour. It's great, man. It's good. Honestly, sometimes I feel like I'm just talking to a friend, and maybe that's just it. Like, for the first 20 minutes, we're just catching up, and it's cool, and it's like, all right, what do we want to work on today?
Okay, question. Like, do you have, like, weird music playing? Like, when you go get a massage, they have that soft music?
No. It's just a
Do you
chat.
think it's like an erotic therapy session?
I don't know.
All
I'm
right, I'm going to
asking.
fix your brain and...
He's picturing, like, Enya. Like,
No, it's not. This is what happens when I go into mine, and I've had mine for a while, which is an in-person. Again, we sit down and just kind of catch up, and usually what happens is what I'm catching up about or feeling comes out at some point. It's like it's like a red, like you busted a finger.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay, I see that now. We should talk about this.
Yeah.
Unless I go in immediately and I'm like, all right, I need to talk about Eddie today.
That's kind of how I went into it first. Like, hey, I want to talk about this and fix this. Now it's like, all right, hey, that's getting better. So what else is going on? Then we just chat about things, movies we saw.
It's kind of like how songwriters will write songs. We sit in a room and the first half hour can be just talking it up.
Totally.
And then eventually you go, oh, that's interesting. Okay, you were born with 2 wieners. Okay, let's write that.
Great song.
It's a weird song, but yeah. By the way, this is not a commercial, but if you want, as Eddie's doing, if you want, better help, you can go to betterhelp.com/bones for 10% off your first month. Betterhelp.com/bones, 10% off. Only Murders in the Building has already been picked up for a 3rd season, which is a great show on Hulu. I think I watch it. Eddie watches it. It was nominated for a ton of Emmys yesterday. But the question is, what's one show that keeps you on a streaming service? Because I would say Hulu and Only Murders in the Building for me. That's what we watch over there for the most part. Hulu. Anybody watch Hulu? And what show is it?
I have Hulu, but I just watch it for sports because that's the only way I can get live sports.
You don't have cable still?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Lunchbox?
I have Hulu, and I have What We Do in the Shadows. It's about vampires. It's like a vampire mockumentary. Hilarious.
Then don't make fun of people that play stuff like Dungeons and Dragons.
No. They're making fun of vampires. It's hilarious.
What about Apple Plus? Ted Lasso was
100%.
the only thing I watched there.
Ted Lasso.
But Severance is the best show I've seen in forever, and it's on there now. Netflix?
Coco Melon.
Oh,
for the kids.
That's true. Eddie came to my house and was like, hey, can we turn on Netflix? And I was like, yeah. Well, yeah, sure. What do you want to watch? He goes, will you please just put on Cocomelon?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it's like a cartoon that flashes different scenes every 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, boom, boom,
It's crazy, though. It just grabs the child's eyes, and they just watch it for like 30 minutes straight.
Amazon, The Boys, which is a great show. I have that. But anyway, Only Murders in the Building back for another season. Chuck Norris's grandson's been kicked off this reality show for cheating. Now it's called Claim to Fame, and it is a reality show where one of the Jonases, Kevin, and his brother Frankie Jonas, because Frankie's related, and it's like all these people have a celebrity relative, and it's a secret. You don't know who their celebrity relative is.
Oh.
Right. And so, but Maxwell Norris, the grandson of Chuck Norris, smuggled a phone in. And so they caught him and kicked him off the show.
Against the rules.
It's against the rules. Now, if I'm being completely honest, I've also smuggled a phone in somewhere before.
Oh, that's right.
When I went on Bear Grylls with Caitlin the second time, and you can see this episode on Disney Plus, and Caitlin and I did it together before we got married. They don't want you to bring phone or headphones, but I just bought a brand new pair of those Apple headphones, the headphones. And so I was like, oh man, and I know what it's like. You have to stay in the woods. It sucks. And you're just out there looking at the sky. And so I was like, I'm taking these with me. I'm taking my phone, I'm taking my headphones. And I put them in my backpack, smuggled them in. And at one point, they drop us off this cliff into this water, and it goes right to the midline of the back. And I'm on my tippy toes. I'm like, oh no, don't get them wet, don't get them wet. And they're like, Bob, you're really crushing it. You're going so fast. And Caitlin knows that I have my headphones and my phone in my backpack, and I'm just trying to keep them from getting wet. But the crew was like, you crushed that, man. And inside, I'm like, I got a new pair of those Apple Beats, buddy. I ain't trying to get these wet. But they never knew how to phone. And then when I got out there, obviously there was no signal. And I didn't save the podcast. I only had it up, so I couldn't even listen to it.
That's dumb.
Yeah, stupid. I'm stupid. That's from Yahoo. Let's see. The Wisconsin Lottery launches a scratch-off featuring Luke Combs. So the Wisconsin Lottery's partnered with Luke Combs for a chance at winning $10,000. And so it's Luke Combs scratch-off, mostly because of scratch-off ticket.
Yeah.
When it rains, it pours.
The Hooters parking lot.
I scratched a ticket and ate Hooters.
Pretty much. That's how it goes.
Right? Sing the melody?
Mother-in-law.
Ray, can you turn the music down? I can't go melody with that music playing in the background. Yeah.
I woke up and scratch-off ticket.
Got a scratch-off ticket. Did a scratch-off ticket.
That's it, though.
Yeah. So there you go. Fun fact. Scuba, do you want to reveal this? We actually pitched Lunchbox.
We did, yes.
For a scratch-off.
Stop!
Hold on. Let's do this then. Let's do this.
What's up?
Ray, can you... He's so excited. I don't want to put this just in this bit then. This is a big announcement. Next bit.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, he's pumped.
Next bit.
All right, we'll be back.
No, we're not
Done with the stories.
We're not going to commercial. From Country Now, Luke Combs got his own scratch-off ticket in Wisconsin.
Does he get good money for that?
That's pretty cool.
Like he won the lottery on that?
I assume some, but I don't know what's good money. Not $1 million or anything.
No, okay.
But I'm sure it's pretty good money.
Like, what's the grand prize? He said 10,000.
It says it's the Luke Combs Living Lucky. It went up to $10,000 instantly.
So he got more than 10,000.
I would imagine.
No, man. He won the lottery. That's pretty cool.
To do nothing.
To do nothing. Gets his face on there.
The world's greatest places in 2022. Time has shared the list of the world's 50 greatest places of the year. So let's go. In the U.S., they have
You're gonna
listed.
Do all 50?
No. Can you imagine? I do it just to filibuster Lunchbox before we.
Goodness.
Portland, Oregon, awesome. San Francisco, yeah, pretty cool. I like San Francisco. It just costs so much.
And it's cold.
Like all our friends listening in San Francisco right now, like I would live where most of you live, right outside of San Francisco.
Yeah.
It's so expensive, man. Miami, Detroit, and Park City, Utah, are those in America. Others outside of America, Toronto, Jamaica, and then some other place I never even heard of. So you can check it out on at time.com if you want to see it. Let's see. The Mega Millions jackpot. Nobody won. So it's now up to $480 million.
I know.
But you spent...
$200.
You did spend that?
Yeah.
And you did not win. Did you win anything?
$36.
Okay, so you lost 100 and...
Oh, boy.
No, I won 36.
64. You lost $164.
If you want to look at it that way. I invested
with 200.
I invested $200 and I got $36 back in return.
You started with right, so you okay.
And you're not getting any more,
guys,
so that's it.
It's happening again though.
I hate to tell you, this Luke Combs thing, you didn't read all the details.
What is it?
3 people are going to win an exclusive trip to a Luke Combs concert in Nashville, Tennessee, and one of them is going to win $500,000 at the concert.
Oh, so not on the scratch off. That's why it says the scratch off's only $10,000, but they can win $500,000 at the concert.
Yeah.
This is what he was doing while you were doing your other stories.
Yeah, like I didn't even pay attention to your state story. I was like, let me read about this Luke Combs lottery ticket. Boys, we got to go to Wisconsin.
Well, we do have an update we've been pitching you.
Well, you want to go now? All right, let's go. Or you want to wait?
Let's wait.
Dang it.
The largest K2 comet will fly by Earth. Those looking forward to the full supermoon that hits tonight might also get to see a comet, so be looking up. I never see this stuff.
That's tonight?
From Travel and Leisure, the comet's coming. It's called a C2017K2.
That's a good comment.
I'm all about it.
As big as it is, it's not likely to be visible by the human eye, but if you have a telescope, you can catch it.
Well, then forget it.
But it's tonight.
Okay.
It says likely, though.
Who has a telescope?
I don't know.
I mean, I haven't had them since I was a kid.
I don't know. We'll come back in a second. Two things that we will do. We'll talk about Lunchbox's lottery ticket, the top 5 shows with the most Emmy nominations, and we'll grab some calls. 877-77-BOBBY. Back in a minute. I want to take this call from Rebecca, who lives in Oklahoma, calling us for a little bit of advice. Rebecca, good morning.
Good morning.
What do you have for us? We're happy to help.
Okay, so I'm going to a concert in Ohio in September with a guy that I've never met
Okay.
before.
What concert is it?
So it's a triple headline metal concert.
Oh,
Let's go.
because if she would have said Michael W. Smith, I'd have been like, totally safe.
Based on the music.
Yeah, totally safe. But it's a triple header metal concert.
Hey,
And
how hard is the metal?
where did
though?
you meet this guy?
So we met over social media.
But how? I mean, did he see a picture of you and just slide into the DMs? Did you guys have both like a certain page? I don't know. What happened?
And so we both like a certain band, and we kind of just started talking and bonding over that and over our concert experience.
Can you tell me the band? I feel like we're being like hiding the band here.
So it's Black Veil Brides, Motionless in White, and Iceman Kills.
Yeah, you spoke Rosetta Stone. I don't know that
I don't know
language.
those.
Did
Yeah.
you say Iceman Kills?
Will you say it slow so I can totally be freaked out by the names?
Black Veil Brides,
Black Veil Brides. Okay.
Motionless in White,
Motionless and
Motion
white.
white.
No, motionless
Motionless white.
and white means dead,
Okay.
basically.
Motionless and white. What?
That's crazy.
And you're
and
going to-
I.
I'm freaked out by having you on the phone right now. Okay, go ahead. Hey, can you pull up a song by Motionless and White, Ray, that doesn't have any bad words? Go ahead, Rebecca.
The last band is Iceman Kills.
Iceman Kills?
Okay, see,
Ice 9, like the number 9.
Oh, Ice 9 Kills. Okay. So you two are going to go and watch these three bands together. And you haven't met them yet. So what is the question that you have that I can help you with?
What do you think this is a good idea?
Okay, so
Should I meet him first?
I think a public concert, aside from these bands being something I don't understand because I'm not into metal at all, and all of the band names scare me, much less I've not heard anything they do. I think a public outdoor concert is a great place to actually meet someone for the first time. Because if you're around other folks, there's only so much stabbing you can do, you know? So that's it. Now, if he was like, hey, we're going to go watch Motionless White Killer or whatever the name is, and then we're going to stay at my house after, and let's go to my house first before we go out to the show, I'd be like, that's kind of freaky.
Yeah, because no one's there.
Because no one's there. I think what's this?
Motionless in White.
Let me hear this. Hold on. So far, I like it.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Prisoner by my own hands. 'Cause if I can't have me, then no one can. I need to heal what I inflict, but
I mean, the words are weird, but I like it. That's not metal.
not too heavy.
That's like death metal. Does it ever turn to that screamo stuff, Rebecca?
Sometimes.
Yeah, turn it up. Let me hear a little more of this.
sends with a sharp and spiteful tongue. So how do
I've heard this before. It was called Linkin Park.
It does sound just like Linkin Park. It
Yeah,
really does.
I've heard it. Yeah, it had a different name 10 years ago. Okay, so I think you're good. I think to meet somebody in a public place for the first time is awesome, honestly, and that's all. I just wouldn't go anywhere not public until you feel completely comfortable.
Awesome.
Okay,
Awesome.
so
Thank you so much.
And listen, you can always tell by their internet, the pictures, how you can get a good feeling if they're a weirdo or not.
can you?
Yeah, mostly I can.
How long
yes.
have they been chatting?
Since like March.
Okay, that's a long time.
Yeah, you're good. Go have a good time. Stay in a public place. Motionless and white, not so bad.
No,
Yeah.
better than I expected.
Yeah, me too. All right, have a good day, Rebecca.
You too. Thanks, guys.
All right, see you later. We need to update this story. News update. This just in. Lunchbox loves the lottery, so our goal was to have him be in any state. We've been pitching to everybody. Any state to be one of the scratch-off ticket people.
Oh my goodness, let's go!
Everything from do the commercials
Yeah, let's go.
to be on the ticket.
Could
like
you
Luke
imagine
Combs is.
walking into the convenience store and you see me on a lottery ticket? Oh, that would be incredible. I never knew that was possible. Let's go.
So, Scuba Steve, can you kind of walk us through the process? Like, how long ago did you start with this idea of getting Lunchbox on a ticket or on a commercial promoting the lottery?
When I noticed he had just had this obsession with the lottery, I'm like, this is the guy that needs to not only have a lottery ticket, but hopefully win one day. So that's where we kind of took this idea and went to several different states that we are popular in with our show.
So over a year. I mean, it's been over a year you guys have been working on this.
Man,
Yes,
you've been
yeah.
grinding, Scuba. I like it. I like it.
And so basically, you just need to be famous in the area, especially like Wisconsin has Luke Combs doing that one. We just need somewhere where people like Lunchbox enough to be the face of the ticket.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, so how did the calls go?
So of the 50 states that we have here in the United States of America, 2 of them are interested.
That's good.
Hey,
All
that's
you need
good.
is one.
That's-
Yeah, all you need is one,
that's
exactly.
25%.
All you need. Do you want to say the 2?
I can just say, one of them's Texas, which makes sense because you guys were based in
Let's
Austin at one
go!
point. And then Kansas.
Oh, yeah. That's where I was born. Let's go.
So what is the update on?
And it would be a scratcher. And we would do like my lucky numbers.
No,
and
don't do that. Just be happy that you could possibly be on anything. Don't start putting rules on games you don't own.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Lunch
gets you
is
in
lucky.
trouble.
I was going to call it Lunch's lucky numbers.
Why would you call it lunches though? No one knows who.
Lunchbox.
Lunchbox is.
No. So Scuba, where is that now?
So there's different versions of the pitch, but the basics of it is just getting his own scratcher. But it could be as big as where he's got life-size cutouts of himself in the gas stations holding his lottery ticket.
I love it.
It'll be a limited release, and if it does well, it could be a permanent staple in their lottery system.
Oh my gosh, people would flock to the gas stations. People would drive from states over just to get one.
The grand prize? A haircut.
You need one.
That's rude.
No, that's what the person wins. I get a haircut. I need one too. I can use it. When will we know something?
The last time I had contact was about a month ago. So
A month? What are we doing?
It's slow. You can't force people into making decisions on the things that they own.
Exactly. For example, this Luke Combs song's been out for a while now. It's over a year.
Think about that.
Yeah,
When It
so
Rains It
more
Pours has
than
been
a
out
year.
for probably 2 years.
Yeah.
That's it.
On a scratch off ticket.
So we will let you know. We didn't want to tell
Oh my
you.
gosh.
We wanted to tell
That
you.
is awesome.
Nothing about it. That song's out in 2017, by the way. We wanted to tell you nothing about it because we didn't want to get your hopes up and then crush you. But everybody's been working pretty hard to make it happen for you.
That is so cool. I'm going to text my wife.
Wait, we don't.
Here we
It's
go.
not happened yet.
Well, why don't you just tell her later?
I'm going to get my own scratch off ticket.
The last time he did this, he was getting a movie role.
Uh-huh.
You remember that?
Yeah. I texted her.
Okay.
That is so crazy.
The top 5 TV shows with the most Emmy nominations, because it came out yesterday. Just wanted to see if anybody watches any of these shows.
Uh-oh.
At number 5 with 17 nominations on HBO, Hacks. And I watch it. It's good.
Yeah, I
Good.
watch it.
It's loosely based on Joan Rivers, very loosely.
Okay.
And the woman from Designing Women, that's how I know her, is that comedian. It's her life of being old and killing it, and then they're like, yeah, you're kind of too old now. She just has to kind of figure it out again. Number 4, Only Murders in the Building.
Yes.
I watched that on Hulu. It's
Yeah,
really
I did
good.
too.
Except for the occasional bad word, it's a pretty wholesome show.
Yeah,
It's
for sure.
oddly so wholesome with an occasional F-bomb. And you're like, you wish there was a version you could just go mute the F so kids could watch.
Uh-huh.
Because Martin Short and Steve Martin are so funny.
They're so funny.
They're so funny. Number 3, HBO's White Lotus. I never watched it.
It's a good one, dude.
Really?
Yeah, it's really good. And it's one season. Boom. You'll love it.
Number 2, Ted Lasso got 20 nominations for the season, which I thought, because this is season 3, right, Mikey? It was 2?
That was 2.
It's 2, gonna be 3.
3 is the final one.
Can't wait.
You know, I thought that 2 was really good, then weak, and then got good again at the end. I didn't think it was as good as 1, but 1 hit me from a spot where I wasn't expecting it to be good, so it left a bigger impression. But still really good. Got it. They're probably rewarding season 1 with this
Yeah.
cycle. And then finally, Succession got 25, which is a great show.
You
And
guys love that one.
Yeah, and we watched the first 4 or 5 episodes. We're like, this is not for us. But we hung in there. By the end of the first season, which we invested a lot because everybody kept saying it was so good, we hated all of our friends because they told us to watch it. We're like, this is so stupid. This show is not good. Oh, it is good.
That's real good.
Yeah, so we love Succession. That's the number 1. Squid Game got 14 nominations. It is the most ever for a foreign language show. So many nominations here. How did Breaking Bobby Bones not get a nomination?
It's not on there?
If they're just passing out crap.
Huh. Look further down. It's not down there?
Let's see. No, there's Kid Rock's YouTube channel.
Oh,
I got one.
did you check?
I didn't.
Maybe-
And I didn't get one, but
Breaking Bobby Jones?
that's not on there.
Mm.
All right. Thank you. If you guys want to call us, you can. 877 77 Bobby. That is our phone number. We'll be right back. I saw a picture of Kim Kardashian, and she's on a beach, and it looked like her butt was smaller. And Kim Kardashian has a voluptuous booty.
Yes.
And I asked my wife, I was like, hey, what happened? And she thought that she had taken out her
Implants?
Yes. She's like, I think. So that happened. And I thought to myself, well, what about all those people that were mimicking her that also got the same procedure done because they wanted to have that? And all of a sudden they're like, uh-oh, I have this. And what, it's not cool now?
I didn't know she got implants. So she got implants.
She denies she has implants.
Okay, well, regardless, Mike, would you look that up? I do believe, from what I have heard, that there was some
additions.
Yes. There's a model who spent almost $600,000 on surgeries to turn herself into Kim Kardashian, and now she's having to pay another $120,000 to get out of that because she's trying to change some of the looks. Now think about that. She spent $720,000 on surgery. And part of that is to lose some of what she spent the money on surgically.
Crazy.
Here we go. In 2016, after years of denying that she had her buttocks cosmetically enhanced, Kim admitted that she did have butt injections. So yes, she did.
Injections.
Whatever that meant. So the rumor that Kim Kardashian had butt implants is as old as time itself, but it just keeps going on.
These are some good pics.
That being said, there were pictures on the beach and her butt was a lot smaller. But then it was like a lot of people will emulate these stars and do what they do and get the surgeries they get. And then what if they change their butt, though? And all of a sudden you're like, dang, it's like when a ball player changes numbers, you bought their jersey.
I know, even just when they change teams.
Yeah, except that one doesn't hurt as much. Like physically doesn't hurt as much. You just got to go buy another jersey. Michigan Lottery Club wins $1.8 million after playing for 20 years. A Genesee County Lottery Club won $1.85 million after playing it. They've been playing it for over 20 years. The crew, they want to be anonymous, and it doesn't say how many. Like, I'm always interested in how many people, and they say 4, 5, 6. They're kind of floaty around on how much. So max 6 people. So 6 people, 1.85. That's pretty good.
Money.
Yeah. I mean, they're each going to have, so 18 divided by 6 is?
3.
So they're each going to have, if it's 6, $300,000 or so.
It's pretty
That
good.
could be us, guys. I'm telling you, this could be
But
us.
split in half, they're going to have 210.
Okay.
Yeah.
This could be us if you guys would
It
dedicate
took them 20
yourself.
years to win.
But, okay.
And their odds every single time they lost did not get any better. Your odds don't get better the more you play.
I understand, but if you show dedication, if we were as a team and we would do this every drawing, you never know what could happen, and we could be in the news just like this. But you guys want to come in, jump in, jump out, jump in.
We
jump
do
out.
it for fun, not because we're trying to actually invest our money to win money in the lottery.
You show what you always say you got to be dedicated.
Not to
show
the lottery,
up.
not in a game of luck. I think you'd be
Jeez,
better
never
at
said
being
that.
dedicated and playing craps or poker because you could actually learn those odds and play depending on it than you would playing lottery.
All right.
Flight attendant mistakes Simone Biles for a child.
Oh.
She shared a story where Simone Biles on an airplane, and she just saw her and was like, hey, would you like a coloring book and crayons? And it's Simone Biles, an Olympic gold medalist, one of the greatest to ever do it for America. I've met Simone because she did Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, yeah.
She's probably 4'7" or 4'8".
Okay, that's little.
Yeah, and you would think she was much younger, and without, like when you see her face and you talk to her, she's obviously an adult, but just by how tall she is, you think it's a child, or maybe not a child. You think it's a young kid.
Well, if she's wearing like a hoodie or something, where you can't see her face or whatever, you probably assume like, oh, they're little, so that's a kid.
She's 25 years old. And then another crew member delivered her an alcoholic drink.
Oh.
Can you imagine? You see them take like a whiskey. You're like,
second.
wait a minute. But yeah, she was really nice. But I can understand how someone at that height could be confused for a kid. Pretty funny, though. A woman buys a $7 thrift shop purse, finds $300 inside with a note. She gone viral because she shared the story. She bought, I think probably the story here is she bought a Coach bag for $7.
Oh, not
bad.
bad.
More than the $300.
That's a steal.
But she said she bought this bag for $6.99 at the Salvation Army. She was going to clean it up, and inside the bag was an envelope with $300 in cash. The previous owner, who signed the note, Martha, stated she carried the bag around every day after her husband's mistress left it in her house when she got home early one day and surprised them. Quote, I have 3 children. They will give my things to Goodwill when I die, so I'm putting their inheritance inside all of my favorite things. Quote, I came home early from a visit to my parents' house in Connecticut. She must have left quickly because she forgot her bag and shoes. I carried it daily. I'm giving it away because my kids don't want it, so go buy yourself a new bag. Wow. That's from the New York Post. There was some pain she went through before she died, too. And then a little bit of like, that story has just lived and sat there until someone found it, and now it's being shared. And I think I'm going to do a couple voicemails before I get to this call. This is Brenda in Mobile, Alabama, who left us a voicemail last night.
I am calling about the pre-sale for the B team for your show. I went on CMAtheater.com, entered the pre-sale code, and 0 came up. Nothing. No access to anything. So I was wondering if there's a pre-sale at all.
She sounds angry. Yeah, it's not till today.
Oh, she was a day early.
Yeah, and I didn't know the code. The code goes out today if you're on the B Team newsletter. And so the tickets go on sale Friday. But yeah, there's nothing right now. You went to the store before it opened. Yeah. And you looked in and you're like, why isn't somebody in the store?
They're not ready
They're
yet.
not open yet. Yeah. But today is the pre-sale, and Friday tickets go on sale for my shows August 12th and 13th. Would love it if you come. Here is Megan from Austin.
So yesterday, my husband and I just found out that we're pregnant, and we haven't told anyone yet, but I couldn't keep it a secret. And so I just had to call and tell my friends. Anyways, wish us luck.
First, good luck. That's awesome. Congratulations.
And then she told us.
Yeah. Secondly, I hope Megan is not your name. I hope you use a fake name.
Because they're going to recognize your voice.
I mean, if I were listening to this and I heard my friend Megan, who lived in Austin, on the radio, I'd be like, you're pregnant? So congratulations. It's really awesome. Quickly, let's go to Wes in Mississippi who wants to say something. Hey, Wes, you're on the Bobby Bones Show. What's going on?
Hey, good morning, Bobby. Morning, studio.
Morning.
Hey, so I had a question in regards to Lunchbox and his lottery ticket. So I'm wondering if you guys have looked into whether or not he will actually be allowed to play or win the lottery. And if he's not allowed to, which is more important, having his own lottery ticket or being able to play and potentially win?
Yeah, that's a good point. And for those that are just listening to the show, we've been working on this for over a year. Scuba Steve been really heading this, but we're trying to get Lunchbox his own scratch off. Like, you can scratch Lunchbox's butt, and it's him, and whatever it is, right? Scratch off ticket. And we told him today that 2 states are mildly interested.
No more than mild. Don't say mild.
Texas and Kansas. And so as we talk and hopefully negotiate with them, he's like, oh, I cannot believe it. But this is a great point because you probably wouldn't be able to play while you were on a ticket.
I wouldn't be able to play that ticket, correct?
No, not the lottery ticket, but I would think that I'm not sure. I think maybe you could still play I don't know, though. We have to find out. But let's say they say no lottery. No lottery for 1 year if you're going to be on this scratch off for 90 days. What do you do?
See, why do you do this? You guys.
No, this could be a real scenario.
Yeah, so what do you do?
I would have to talk this. I mean, this is going to take time to think about. I have to.
What is your instinct?
That tell them to kick rocks.
Who's them?
The lottery.
Which ones?
The one that wants to put me on the ticket.
So you would play and not win, and who cares? Over getting your face on a scratch. That's the.
Well, Buns, because he's thinking he's going to win the big one,
the
and there's no chance to win the big one if his face is on a lottery.
Okay,
ticket.
I got it. I already know it. I'll tell him, you give me the ticket. I want the ticket, and I will have my neighbor play the lottery for me.
That's crazy. It'd be easy for me. I'll set out the lottery to get my face on a scratch off. That'd be awesome. It's the easiest.
That's guaranteed money.
It's the easiest. Yes, that's more money. I don't know if you're going to get paid for it, but that's the easiest money. That's cool for the rest of your life. You remember that.
Yeah.
So, all right. That's a good question, Wes. I appreciate that. And if we get to that point, we'll address it. But it's a good problem to have if it happens.
Absolutely. And my wife is super pumped.
You don't have it.
I text her and she goes, OMG, that is awesome.
Oh, boy.
We told you they were mildly interested, and you told your wife you have it.
Yeah.
Okay. Wes, thanks, buddy. Have a good day.
Yep, thank you. You
all
as
right,
well.
See you, man. Thank you all. Call us if you like, 877-77-BOBBY.